Hello friends, it's Simone. I'm back. Welcome to another episode of Snippets from my desk. I am your favorite neighborhood nerd and you rock. I found this outside and so, well, I brought it here. This is mine. My husband put all the colored rocks outside into our front yard, and I found it and I thought, no, I don't want it to be outside. What if somebody picks it up and takes it? I don't want to share it with anyone. So I brought it back inside. I had it in my pocket for a while and I just took it out, and so I thought, you know what? You need to hear this again. I was away from Tuesday to Friday night, and while I was gone, stuff arrived. So I just wanted to show you this stamp, and I don't know why. I'm usually adding this to Happy Mail because I think it's fun to add to a journal. I hope I'm not the only one, because then, well, you know what? I feel when I'm sending stuff to people that if they receive this and they don't want it, they're free to pass it along to someone else or just trash it. But I love these things and I love using them. And so because I have so many most of the time, I just add them to Happy Mail that I pass along. I wanted to show you these in just a second, but I wanted to show you here. I've been working through my pens, and I've written down quite a bit of stuff, and I'm using my fountain pens. Here is a video that I'm trying to film maybe today. I don't know. Nibs I acquired in 2024. Then Project Ink Down. And I used my fine Waterman Karen and it worked so well. So I'm not thinking of letting that one go just yet. Then here is more ideas for videos that I'm working on. This is the Waterman Karen in medium, which I like a little bit more than this one, but this was a really good writing experience. I just wanted to show you how I am using my fountain pens, because I don't try to journal more, but it doesn't work all the time. And my letter writing is spotty, to say the least. So I'm really trying hard to make use of my fountain pens because I really love using them. I'm not sitting at my desk a lot. So here goes my stickers. This one is Wealth of My Thoughts. I feel like you can use this in a journal. And then here is the 2025 sticker. I'm a little bit annoyed at myself that I didn't see these, these spillages. I removed most of them on this side, on this sticker, but I didn't on this one. And I'm a little bit annoyed that it didn't occur to me to do that, because I went in and I resized the flower that was in here. It wasn't big enough. So I could have just done it, but for some reason it just, I didn't see it. So here's the 2025 sticker. And it's not washed out. This is just how the 2025 scanned in. If I had used common sense, maybe I could have traced this with a, enhanced it in Procreate, but I didn't. So these are scanned in images that I made, and I really like how they turned out. And I'm very eager to start using them in my journals. Well, or decorating my planners with them. Here is this is where I usually purchase my stickers from. And I'm gonna put these to the side for now. I will put them in my shop hopefully today. And Ko-fi members will get one of each sticker sent to them. And then this will be the last time that I'm sending out stickers to the $2 tier members. So I am going to change up how I'm going to do Ko-fi in 2025. And I will update you soon, but I think I talked about this before. I have 3 tiers, and I will send out mail quarterly to the $5 tier and the $10 tier. The $5 tier gets stickers. The $10 tier gets stickers plus something handmade. Sticker or stickers. And it will be once a quarter. So if you are a member in that quarter, then you get that specific tier benefits. And in the $2 tier, it will be digital downloads also once a quarter. And I'm saying once a quarter because I've found that this is the amount of art that I can make. I wish I was as prolific as some of the other creators who do monthly stuff. But the minimum would be one physical or digital reward every quarter. What I'm trying to do is to be open to, if you're a member in January and I'm having the digital download in March, then you would still be able to download it. But the thing is, I sometimes don't have your email addresses, or, when you're no longer a member, sometimes I can't access any of your information anymore. So that's just a thing. I'm trying my best to get things to you, but sometimes it's really hard, especially for those people who don't provide addresses, physical addresses. I'm not really able to send you anything if you don't give it to me. I'm not able to send it to you. But going to do this, and that's why I felt like I need to talk about my journal stuff a little bit. But before I do that, I want to show you there's so much stuff here. I need to wash these so badly, or make another one. Well, I'm not saying that I'm not cleaning them, but I could use a second set of those. I purchased something from Baum-kuchen. The reason why is because I think I talked about this last time or the time before, that I realized recently that I will no longer be using a traveler's notebook in 2025 for anything. The only standard size traveler's notebook that I have always in use is this one. This is my oldest one. I have almost had it for 10 years. I think I purchased it Christmas 2026, so 1 more year. And another one. So 2 more years, 8 years. I've had this for 8 years. Let's just say it like that. These are my ink swatches, my ink swatch books. I originally had it in a personal size, so that's why this is smaller. But then when this was finished, I switched over to a standard size traveler's notebook. And I've been swatching in here, I think, since 2023, since the beginning of 2023. And I'm basically just halfway through. This is a full-size paper Penguin Co. insert. This is the old style. I originally purchased them in A5, but I cut it down to standard size. I still have one more of those books, and then I don't know what I'm going to use after. But that's the only insert or standard size traveler's notebook that I had on the horizon for 2025. And for some reason that made me feel like I was going to miss out. And so I considered some options, and what I did decide to do is to switch my reading journal, which is currently in this little bit teeny tiny traveler's notebook cover, from this passport size to a standard size at the beginning of the year. So I'm just going to fill in 2024 not until this notebook is finished, because there's still quite a few pages, but I think I'm good with how I've used this then. And then I will be switching into a standard size insert. However, I really like Tomoe River inserts, and I don't have standard size Tomoe River inserts. I do have quite a few Midori inserts, and I'm really torn between just trying it again and seeing how I like it now. But in the past, I've not enjoyed using the Midori regular standard paper, which is really annoying because that limits my use of those notebooks. So what I decided to do was place an order with Baum-kuchen, because I've been wanting to place an order with them for quite a while. I have, for 2025, my plan is to use this Take a Note planner as my creative journal, but I'm a little afraid, especially right now. I can show you my creative journal right now. I'm a little bit afraid, what if it doesn't work out? What if I don't feel at home in this notebook? What am I going to do if this just doesn't work? And so I thought I don't really want to use the Sterling ink inserts again. There's nothing wrong with them, but I just want a change and see how that challenges me and how I enjoy using that. And so I've been always looking at the Jiyu weekly planner from Baum-kuchen. And so I placed an order with them, and I also ordered grid inserts so that I would have those when I want to use them. And this one is my backup. I also wasn't sure if I thought, if I'm really missing the standard size so much, maybe I'm not going to use a weeks as my planner for 2025. But then every time I see this week's, I'm like, nah, I really want to use this in 2025 because because I love this cover design so much. And if in 2026 I haven't used this yet and I'm ready to explore and experiment, maybe I'll use this as my planner in 2026. But we're in November. No, actually, we're on December 1st. Today's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, yo. We're December 1st, 2024. So much can still happen until then that I'm not committing to anything. This is an undated weekly planner. I can always use this for anything and everything at all. It's so lightly covered that whatever I'm using this for, even if it's maybe a reading journal, I can just gloss over whatever is printed there. So I don't think having this, it will grow old or it will be of no use to me ever. This is so, as I said, so subtle that I will find a use for it in due time. So I'm not concerned about having this in my stash of notebooks. I'm more concerned about those that I already know that I'm not necessarily drawn to. That is giving me more, like anxiety is a harsh word and too much for that. But every time I look into my box full of notebooks, empty notebooks, this doesn't concern me as much as the ones that I've had for a long time, and I already know I don't necessarily like the paper, but maybe the cover is lovely. Need to figure out what I want to do with those things. So I'm still talking about stuff that's not important, but isn't that why you're watching this? This was included for free. This is basically a male-themed washi sticker set. Fragile, handle with care, handle with kindness, par avion, mail more love, open gently, sending love and light from BK, special delivery, snail class mail, prioritaire, greetings from, carte postale, merci beaucoup, sealed with love. And then is that a sticker or is this just, there's the BK logo on here as well. It's just so, this just represents Baum-kuchen, or what I feel about Baum-kuchen. They're very light and airy, and so what, I don't know if you knew, but these are not made by Baum-kuchen themselves. Not like, for instance, the Paper Penguin Co. inserts. They are made by the person who runs Paper Penguin Co. and they're made by them. But these are basically made in collaboration with Traveler's Company Design Film, and they make those. So if you open them, they look, the cover page is exactly like the Traveler's Company cover page, and then the design inside and the paper choice, that was made by Baum-kuchen. Designed by Baum-kuchen, produced by Traveler's Company, made in Japan. Which, if you're paying attention to the cover page and that it looks the same, that it's part of the same style, then your Baum-kuchen is your dealer of choice, because their inserts are made by Traveler's Company. And if you've ever been on the fence and didn't know what their lightweight paper is, it actually says that it is Tomoe River paper. So let's look at the style of this planner. It has, did it say? It said somewhere 112 pages. So that means probably have about 52 weeks. So you could put a whole year in here. And their layout, I haven't really Googled many uses of this for planning, but there is the Monday through Friday, the days of the week are on this left side, and then the right side is Saturday and Sunday down here, and then you have this open space up here, and then there's dot grid over on this side. There's dot grid printed on this side, so the days of the week are laid out the same, even though they're here and here. And then there's dot grid on this side, but there's blank space right here, and then here it is blank. The days of the week, it's very light and very giving you space to put your own stuff there. It's not overpowering. It says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's the only words, or not even words, abbreviations printed on here. There's this box probably to put your date here, I assume. There's another box printed up here. This could be your week number. It's really hard to see what is on the page and what is shining through from the back. There's lines right here, probably indicating the space for each day. There is a plus right here on the top of each day. There's pluses right here, but not up here. And then there's pluses here, and then these lines here. And that's all there is to the layout. It's the same every page, except for the last page and the first page. Those are completely dot grid paper. And yeah, I have not used this layout before. I don't know how I feel about it in, you know, how practical it would be to plan. Because if I used this as a creative journal, can you even see what is printed on there? This is so hard to see. For creative journaling, I just want something to be there on the page, because I find blank pages to be very intimidating. I can't even tell you why that is. But for me, this gives me stuff to work with. I could, you know, there's anchor points where I could put stuff and start a layout. I'm not sure why I need this, but this is how I feel more comfortable. So for creative journaling, there's enough there to work with, and I don't really care what it looks like, because it might be really interesting to play with all of those different elements that are already on the page. For planning, I'm not sure how I would use this. I would probably go and research how other people use it to get some inspiration. My handwriting is quite big, so if I would write the time here, or for instance, you know, divide it into these 3 columns right here, possibly, this probably wouldn't work for me, because if I write, for instance, a doctor's appointment, and I write 9 a.m., then I would probably already be over here with my writing. Then where do I put the rest? That always looks odd if you put the time in the first line and then the time in the second. So I don't know, it could be like a to-do list and appointments right here, and then meal planning over here. This I really like for just a weekly to-do list, for instance, but it doesn't really make sense to me why only this part is dot gridded. For instance, if I were to put my to-do list right here, again, this is not enough space for my handwriting. Or I have to really be very mindful and conscious about how big I'm writing. See, this is how I'm usually writing in here. So yeah, what else? I really like that you have my schedule right now is not a Monday through Friday work schedule. It will change. Don't know when to Monday through Friday, but the rest of my family has a Monday through Friday schedule, so it doesn't really upset me that the days of the week are divided like that. Could be fun for creative journaling because you have the weekend down here. It could work really well for planning as well. I'm not sure if I would, if it feels like these days are here and then I forget about them or neglect them, possibly with my to-dos and stuff. But this is all stuff that needs to be tried in order to experience it. What I like is that every day gets, even though they're separated like that, every day gets the same amount of space. So there's no, stacking Saturday and Sunday, or these are narrower than these. There's no such thing. Each day is equal in spacing and design. So yeah, whatever I'm going to do with this, I'm excited to use it whenever I get to it. It's not that I'm planning on using it right away. But since I was placing an order with Baum-kuchen anyway, and I'm not normally one who places many orders with them, because their stuff is so... I really tried hard not to purchase any washi, and as you can see, I didn't. But their stuff is so special that I don't usually purchase from them very often. And also, they never have any deals or they always charge shipping, so I wanted to make my purchase worthwhile. That's why I also got this charm. It's a Baum-kuchen exclusive brass charm. It's called Trust the Process. I really like the sentiment that is behind this. And then I purchased 3 grid inserts. I figured this might get me quite a ways. They're on off-white. They don't feel cream, but maybe it's cream. Maybe it says somewhere. No, it doesn't. So this is, again, lightweight paper grid, made by Travelers Company, designed by Baum-kuchen. This is also supposed to be TRP. It actually says on the front. You have the Travelers Company cover, and then you have, how many pages? 128 grid pages of lightweight paper. So I am currently, there's 2 notebooks that I can switch to standard size. I will be switching my reading journal, as I mentioned earlier. And then this is how many pages I have left in my YouTube notes journal. And I think what I'm going to do is try and move that into a standard size notebook as well. I'm not 100% convinced, but because for some reason, this B6 size for my new YouTube notes has worked so well. But then also, I really do want to use standard size traveler's notebooks. And that would give me 2, a reading journal and a YouTube notes and ideas and stuff. So I have a use for one of them. Because I don't know yet. I actually don't really know yet. I think I want to use the Starbucks Reserve Roastery with the empty paper for my reading journal. And I already put this here. So I guess I'm planning on using the Kyoto edition Traveler's Notebook for my reading journal cover. The rose gold embossing, whatever, it's not embossed, it's just put on top. There's no indentation, as you can see, is wearing off. I have to say, as you can see, this looks used. There's lots of marks from the charm here. I am not extremely precious with my traveler's notebook covers. You can see that in every single one of them. One has a pen ink smudge on it, and I really like that. Unfortunately, the rose gold foiling is not holding up too well, as you can see. But I'm really looking forward to using this again as my reading journal. I've been wondering also how I should set that up, but I think I talked about this in my last video. I also want to really learn about all of the things that I don't know how to talk about. Like, is this literary fiction? What does literary fiction actually mean? Did I invent that word? What is women's fiction? YA is one of the genres that I actually know what it is, but I would love to be able to more easily identify the genre of the book that I'm reading. So I thought maybe I would want to make a list and then write a little bit more information about each book. I'm not sure. So that's the very unproductive talk about all of these things. I also really don't know where I'm going to put this just yet. But I thought I would just pull them out so I can start setting them up. I've been very, not uninspired. I've been hoping and waiting. Oh my gosh, I just realized, look at how perfectly the colors match. I should have used some more yellow. Yeah, I've been really not uninspired, but kind of intimidated. I don't know if I should do this. Should I start setting it up yet? What if I'm not good enough? But I think I want this there. And I'm just going to commit because I hate feeling that way. And I also don't like putting myself down, if that makes sense. Like, oh, why shouldn't I be good enough to do this? Why shouldn't it be holding up to all the others? Why am I comparing myself to others anyway? Why is there stuff behind? Now that is annoying. So I started my Hobonichi Weeks 2025. I am a start on January 1st person, so I'm not. Yeah, see, maybe I should put in all the birthdays because I'm notorious for setting them up until May or so. And then I think, ugh, I don't really want to anymore. I don't really care. Well, I do. I will take the time in May and set up the rest of the year. And then there's no birthdays in there. Nobody gets a postcard. Nobody's remembered because I just fizzled out. So I should probably do that. Someday soon. So basically never. This one is going into my box. These ones I'm going to put to the side because, again, I think I'm going to set up my reading journal when I'm closer to the new year, which is in 31 days. Can you imagine? This is like, why is it always creeping up on me so quickly? So this is going into my actual journal, and I've been talking about for 34 minutes. So what I'm going to do is talk through this and then maybe record a journaling session. I don't know. This one is a book that I got in the stationery selection box. And I don't really know what to do with it just yet. Maybe I'll pass it along. I don't know. I talked about this and wanting to possibly set it up as a pen pal journal, notebook. Yeah, so the first two that I put in here didn't feel good. So I completely aborted the mission. I probably will not be using this. maybe one day I will find a use for it. I'm not going to give it away or sell it or anything. I have had this for several years now, and it has been paid off, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So this can just stay. And whenever I feel like I want to use it, I can. I don't know why I pulled this out. I don't need this just... Oh, maybe I'll move this over. Oh, I remember. I don't think this fits in here with the cover on. Does it? I think that was the problem why I took this off. Yes. Ugh. Oh, man. This is not cool. This is not secure enough. So I'll have to take it off. Shoot! Here's my planner pen, but possibly, no. No, this is not going to work. I could possibly put the pocket, the sticker pocket, here, and then use this to close it, like so. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. And I also don't really understand why this seam, oh, because then you can see it from the outside. It should go all the way through, because it never feels right when I'm putting my journal in here, or my planner. Maybe if I align it with this seam, it'll work. As you can see, I already got some marks on here. I talked about this before. I pulled this out, but I don't think I'm going to use this for anything just now. Again, notebooks, some of these notebooks might just be passed along. So I did want to use this cover with this journal though, and I'm going to open. Am I going to decorate the front? I think I'm not going to do that just yet. Let's see how easy this is to put on. I have a question for you, completely unrelated to journals. It's actually about cat litter boxes. I've been thinking about getting a litter robot for my cats. And if you have one, I would love to hear your experiences with it, because that's a lot of investment. I'm saving my payouts, my YouTube money for that. But before I commit and make the purchase, I would love to know. This is quite snug, actually. Like, it's almost ripping it. So maybe I should leave the top off until I have figured out what I want to decorate it with. And everything is sticking to this. So does it then still fit into the Hobonichi cover? This is so cute. And I did not realize, but this is basically almost the same color as this one, just a little darker. This paper feels so good. It's thicker than usual. I did a pen test, and there is a video on my channel. These are the inks and the stamps. as you can see, it's smudged. Does not bleed through. Well, up here, the Vinta Lakbai did bleed a tiny bit. You can see it right here. But yeah, I am excited for this to start. It starts... I don't think I'm going to use this page. Also don't think I'm going to use this page for anything, but I do want to use this as a Happy Mail tracker, where I'll probably put orders that I'm waiting for right here, and then possibly decorate with ephemera that is from Pen Pals, and then put in and out here. That's, I think, the amount of Pen Pal tracking that I want to do. What does P40, 040, 44, 48, 52 mean? Do we have an idea what that means? I thought this was maybe going to start from the beginning, but 12 doesn't have one. And then this one says PO 56, PO 40, PO 56, 60, 64, 68, 148. What? So let's see. 248. The year has 356, so that can't be it. I don't know. I would super love to know. If you know, I'd love to know what that means. I did not know. Someone pointed that out to me, that January starts with, maybe I can show it to you better right here. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah. January starts with WTF. I hope that's not a bad sign. Yeah, I was very determined to use my... I really like how this pops off the page as well. I was super determined to start decorating my pages right now, but I am not feeling it at all. What is happening? What is wrong with me? This is weird. So I am going to start using this already. Am I going to put this into that? So I did it completely wrong. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just not going to fuss about this right now. And I will be putting this in here. And I've been craving playing with my stationery, and now I just can't really... I've been away from Tuesday to Friday, and unfortunately, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't recall staying at a Motel 6 before. We've usually stayed at places like Holiday Inn Express or so, or other places where there was a lobby and an area where you could sit, or the hotel room was just better equipped, basically. This is so hard. But this was bed. There was a bed, a chair, a stupid table. And then during the day we were outside. And even though I didn't participate in the activities, which I have decided next year I am going to, it was way too uncomfortable, and there was no way I would have been able to journal. I did start writing a letter, but only the first half of the page of an A5 page. So basically 0. This is annoying as fuck. Why is this not sliding in better? What the heck? Oh my God. Okay. Now it's not even. There is like, can you see this? Can you see this? Oh my God. Breathe. I want to breathe. You can do it. So I've been looking forward to doing stuff, and now, and when I got the Baum-kuchen order, because why not completely Germanize the whole thing? I thought, oh, that would be so cool to set up all of my journals and notebooks for 2025. Yeah. And now I'm sitting here, I'm like, ugh. Oh my gosh. So I usually, this is my fourth cover from Hobonichi in A5. I do have 2 A6 size, and all of them, I take off the loops. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that with this one just yet. But if I do, I will make sure to film along and show my process so that you can see if that is something that you would want to do, if having these loops is as annoying to you as it is to me. I don't find them functional at all. I find them basically mostly annoying. So that means basically I'm probably going to take them off. So there we go. Yay! I have no idea if I'm going to leave this in here. Right now I'm like, oh my gosh, I want my traveler's notebook. What is wrong with me? This just feels like too much. Okay, let me just do this. Here's my creative journal. Where is my ink journal? Because I am also starting an ink book, a new ink book in 2025. I am so done with the Cosmo Airlight paper. It's not bad. I really appreciate that I can use both sides of the paper. This is one of the best things. The colors are mostly vibrant. Sometimes they gray out, as often is happening with Tomoe River paper, but the writing experience is so different to all of the papers that I usually use that it doesn't really make sense to use it. I don't use this paper anywhere else but in this ink journal. And I just can't. So where is my ink journal? Oh, Karina, if you're watching this, I need some more. I need to place an order. That's what I need to do, instead of pretending like I'm a cheap person and can't afford some of those monthly stickers. Maybe I do even have some. I should go and look at my collection so I can use up some stuff that I already own. And did someone, oh, also Wendy Sue, I'm gonna pack this up and send this over, okay? Cause I like you, and I think you should have this. So what was I saying? I need my ink journal. I'll be right back. This is my new ink journal for 2025, and I think maybe I'm just like living on the edge, and so I am going to use, why does it feel so bulky? I don't get it. So how about I'm going to show you, maybe not, I don't know. So my idea was I'm going to show you what I took on my trip, but maybe I'm just going to stop the video here, and or what we could do is we could just get our shit together. Yeah. See, I don't like this. Why do I not like this right now? What is wrong? So I'm going to take this out and leave it like so for now. I feel like I should just going to cover this up, and maybe I'll add something else, maybe not. But you know what idea I have right now? I feel like I should pull an Aziza. I know that she doesn't like using this right here. I've also thought about, so sorry for wandering off the conversation. Here is this. I also need this because my lips feel so iffy right now. So why am I not going to, I need a pencil board. Now that I just gave away my pencil board, I don't have any left. How can that be? That's hilarious. Ridiculous. There's one right here. I can use this one. It's already very inky. So and then another clip maybe, possibly. Oh fuck. Where's my other clip? That's not good. There's one. But I still have another one somewhere, and I don't know where. So here's the thing. I should these are the pens that I took with me. Yep, I took them outside. Oh, today is December 1st. We need to raffle away this this pen. Oopsie. Oh, I need to do that later. So maybe I'm just going to share that. What I was going to say, blah blah, my thoughts are all over the place. I am taking expensive pens with me outside to the rocks. I can add that reel that I made about this pen in nature right here, but I need to write it down because I will forget. So let's do that. Here, and then look, let's look at, nope, no storage. This nib is so nice. Add video of pen outside at 4 minutes and 43 second video. This is smart. So, how are we going to do this? So what I want to do is write something. Yay! So funny. My problem is I don't know if I want to use this because this is the darker ink of them both. Both of them. Both of them. Where's my ink? Map, map. Everything is cluttered. I am just going to show it here, even though this is not Tomoe River paper and it's not the most So this is darker, of course. And I struggle a bit with this nib, as usual. Which I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed that my husband spent money on this and it just didn't really work out as nicely as I had hoped. Or maybe I'm holding it wrong. Maybe I'm using it wrong. But I thought you could write on the circle and you have like thicker lines and thinner lines. But for me, it's always scratchy and, well, now it's working. Blah, blah, blah. Don't listen to me then. And then this one is a lighter color. But I want this to stand out a bit. So, yeah, I want this one though. Really like the shimmer on this. So I'm just going to go in here right away because I can and I should. Okay. I've been wanting to do this ever since I watched Aziza. This all is super inspired by her ink. Now it's not an ink journal though. So now I'm questioning myself what I'm going to write. Do I put an and ampersand here and pen log? Oh yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Ink and you know, I'm just going to do what I feel like right now. Found. And if you can do it better, do it better. I'm so happy that I'm doing this right now. You can't even believe, because I've been procrastinating on doing something like that since forever. And I hate that. I hate that I don't trust myself to just do it. Do I want to write 2025? I am just going to... Do you know what I'm going to do? Blah, 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 blah. I have an idea. So, where is the pen? Where is the pen? Right here. This is Milky Ocean. This is Winterlack by. This is Troublemaker Milky Ocean. Oh my God, I'm stuck. Okay. So I want to be more like this more often. And I'm trying to figure out a way on how I can be like that, more like that in 2025. have an idea. I'm gonna see how that is going to work out. My family wants to go away again, and I would just love to, you know, hide away over Christmas and do all the things that I love. But the thing is, if I'm staying here, then I have the dog, which I mean could be fun too. I just also would love to spend time with them. Do you write 2025 and you put things in between? I don't even know. This F looks kind of weird. Maybe this is better. Yeah, it still falls over on his face right there, like boom. That's okay though. This is my attempt at fake calligraphy, brush lettering, whatever you call it. And I don't care how it looks, it's just fun. And I wanted it to be a little bit bolder than what. So now, my first idea was to do all of the inky stuff. But right now I'm like, oh my gosh, if I would put just an ink splatter right here and made it, spread it out, that would look super fun. But then it's not kind of a Caesar style, you know? The question is, do I do a Caesar style or do I do Simone? I don't know. I think right now, I feel like the ink splatter would be so much fun. There should be one here and one here. And maybe that's okay. Maybe I'm doing it my way. My way is better than no way. Okay, so the ink that I put in here, which I actually really, really like in this pen, is Birmingham Streetcar. I need something. I need stuff. So also, this is the coolest thing ever. I don't know where Wendy Sue got this from, but it's so much fun. And you could also use your mouth to blow stuff. You can use your mouth to blow stuff. Now that doesn't sound dirty at all. I meant you can use your mouth and air from your mouth to make ink splatters. You do not need one of these. Now, the rest that you thought is on you. So, why does it feel so crunchy up here? Because it dried out. It's an orange ink. Let's just go with that. There is one of those. So, we'll take this up here and we'll just plop it down from up here. And then one up here. And put this back. I don't have. And then we just go and see what happens. So it's not as flat as I had imagined, but that's okay. We don't need to follow any rules. We can just do whatever we want. Right? Yes. And then now this one. Manda, if you're watching this, which I'm not sure you are, I don't. That sounded like I'm judging you. I'm not. But I think you need one of those for your ink splats when you do swatches. This is so cool. So now that we messed this up, do we want to add anything else? My thing is, yes, probably, but first this needs to dry. And I'm so excited that I did this. Here, title page. Basically done or not, depends on how I'm feeling about this later. But it can be a work in progress. I have a year to do all of this. What I've been thinking, or what I'm thinking about in terms of ink and pen and stuff, log. Let's close this. How about that? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So, first of all, I don't really want that many new pens. Number one. I would love to have an easier overview of things like, I just had it open, sold this pen in this thing. And I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do that. I also would love to have a log of all the pens that come in. Basically, all the pens that come in and all the pens that go out. Maybe I want to do this in the back. I don't know just yet. But if you have blah, 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 how do you organize your ink and fountain pen log? Let me know. I feel like I should have a flower right here. And I'm going to be totally copying this one. And then I need some color. What do I have here? Maybe this is too... No, doesn't even... I need to wait until it's dry, and then I can put in maybe an orange dot. Possibly. What colors do I have inked? Oh yeah, here. This is deep dark orange. We'll see later. Could also, because I'm here already and I'm messing this up already, do this. How about that? Sometimes I feel like inks also behave like watercolor, because can you see how the orange just pushed away some of the pink? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. I think I am going to finish out this video by giving away the fountain pen. Here is my short review after using this for 1 month, and the confession that I did not really use it as much as I had hoped. What I love is that this pen, this nib is amazing. I really think these 1.4 stub nibs should be part of your collection. You need one. It was super smooth. Maybe stub nib would be the way to go for me, because I'm very sensitive to these sharper edges, and I seem to rotate my pens for no rhyme or reason, and that makes it really hard to make one of these cursive smooth italics or italics in general work for me, because then every time I'm rotating it a little bit to this or that side, it basically cuts the paper. There is still a lot of ink in this pen. I love that you have an ink window right here because it's translucent. I hope you can see that. And writing with it is actually much better than I thought it would be. Yes, of course. Oopsie. Yes, of course. You need to adjust your handwriting if you're a tiny writer. If your writing is tiny, it might be to read. I mean, it works, but it's basically like, what? But if you are able to adjust your handwriting, well, I can't write. That's another problem. Adjust. Let's write in block letters, because that is definitely where this nib shines. this nib is worth using. Don't you think? This is so fun. You could use this for titles. It works for highlighting. Maybe you write a letter and then you have something really important to say, and then you use this. And it works for everyday writing too. So let's just do one more thing. This is really fast writing, and it still holds up and works. So I'm really impressed, super impressed, and I really like it, and I'm so happy to pass it along to someone. Here, let me grab my laptop so we can do the drawing. All right, let's pick a winner. Ink swatches. It's such a cute pen. I think I have to enter 2. I really want to see how the size feels and try the interesting nib size. Congratulations. I will put this out on YouTube, and I am commenting on your comment so that you can reach out to me via email, and we can connect. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you have a fabulous Sunday. It's December 1st. I still can't believe it. See you again soon. Until then, bye.